Hello and welcome back to the Awesome Baduk series, the Masterclass. I am Eric Lee, and this is basically a little video journal detailing my progression through the Masterclass. We are in week 2, and this is game 4, and it looks like we're looking at the Samsung Cup top 32. Um, this is Kim Eun-ji versus Xie Hao, and Kim Eun-ji and Che Jung both won their top 32 match and advanced to the top 16. So two women in the top 16 of the Samsung Cup is quite an accomplishment. Unfortunately, as of this recording, I checked and they both lost before getting into top 8. So uh, that is unfortunate, but I think that the achievement is still quite noteworthy. The Korean women are definitely pushing uh, the bounds of uh, the strength of female Go players as a whole, and I think that is worth recognition. So let's take a look at this game. So Kim Min-ji and Shara Hall. This game is only 150 something moves, and I tried to memorize it all because after that previous game, I found it a lot easier to memorize easier games like this one, and so I decided to continue trying to challenge myself by memorizing as much of this game as I could. Um, and yeah, let's jump into it. So we get this setup, and Kim Min-ji dives into the star point. We block from this direction, which is unusual. Well, to me, I think a lot of amateurs I've seen they block this way, and after this they take some move on this side, um, and it seems to work naturally with this kind of setup. Um, but Kim and Ji blocks this way, and it also seems, or sorry, Xiao Hao blocks this way. It's interesting because I think a lot of us amateurs are very much used to Tenuki after this move, um, and or after this move, just you know, you do this. Maybe you can take Tenuki. A lot of times our sequences end here very early, but Kim and Ji pushes here twice. I think the idea behind this is that if uh, black or if white tenukis, this descent is no longer sente if you have two pushes, right? And so not having to worry about Q18 because if you jump into the corner, this is still alive. So there's no issues here in the corner for white, and white can ignore Q18. Also, you're kind of pushing into this area, which is the area that black wants to enclose a lot of the times. So I think amateurs and Q players, we all don't enjoy pushing on the second line very much because we've all been taught not to do that, right? But it makes perfect sense here to push on the second line a few times and make these exchanges because now there's more trouble on this side. It's hard for black. If black gets this move to enclose, it's going to be Gote. It's probably a big Gote move, but it's going to be Gote. So white can oftentimes use that as like a threat over here, right? For example, if white plays here, right, um, like later, you have this kind of stuff, or this kind of stuff, and it's annoying because you're kind of in black's area, and black's power is not really effective at corralling you. So I kind of like these exchanges, and then white plays here. Um, I imagine that Shiraha is playing this so that you can take some uh, power and make it make sense with the power that you have over here, right? And then Kim and Ji plays here, which is the more modern move these days. I think a lot of amateurs and Q players we play here, but this is I think worse than this because this saves this cutting point, while also allowing you to do things like extend up. I feel like it's a much more flexible move, and it also aims to dive further in if you ignore it. I think this diagonal, if you're not already playing this move, you should be playing this a lot more when people touch your stone like this. I think Hane and then uh, diagonal is much more common at the top level now, and I think that we should be playing that a lot more in our games. So now we play here, here, here. And I think that this is a little bit too thin for black to allow. For example, the clamp at Q3, it might be an issue. There's a lot of Aji in this corner. This cut. So black adds a move. White touches and then comes up. And after this, pushing battle, again, interestingly, I thought we do have to consider the double hane, but because of the weaknesses here, black cannot double hane. So you have to extend, and then after this, even if you do something like this now, this is too painful, I think. This is too much, I think. So you have to extend, and now I really like Kim In-ji's timing to come in and ruin this area. I thought this was very good timing. And then Shirahal plays here, trying to sort of make some kind of potential with this wall on the top side. And Kim In-ji plays here. It feels very natural. I really like the positioning of this stone. It feels very difficult for black to find a good move here. Black plays here, which is big, but I don't know if playing here is... I don't know how urgent this is, even though you have some cutting points here. I'm not so sure that this is, like, the place to play, because it feels very difficult to retain Sente here, right? Because if white pushes twice, you kind of don't want white to play this move, and as soon as you do this, though, it just feels not so efficient for black. I feel like black is inefficient, and now white gets a move. Because when white Tenukis here, solving the corner and helping the side here, I really like the move E3. It feels like white has an easy game. I think that at this point, I would be very comfortable as white compared to black. Black plays here, white defends, and then black plays this move. And I think this move is also kind of weird. So black's plan here is after white covers like this, black wants to live on the second line. And you make all these exchanges, and it feels really bad to me. Because you spent all these exchanges, like, you look at all these exchanges that you made over here, right? You did all this. Sorry. You played these moves. I feel like then living here small and giving white some power, it feels antithetical to what black is trying to do. And I think that that's why black was, maybe this was part of black's plan, because black then pushes and cuts and starts a fight. And okay, now you're using this power, so this makes sense now. White jumps, black plays here, and then now white needs to make some shape here. So white plays here so that maybe they can make a base, and if black kind of threatens it, then white will probably attach in some way and make some shape. White's not really in a lot of danger right now. This group is like okay, I think, because of how weak black is. So also this threatens the life and death status of this group. So this happens here, and now black plays this, and I see. So you're going to sort of threaten the white group to make life somewhere around here, and then create a moyo in the center of the board. So I think that's black's plan, and this makes a lot of sense. Now we're seeing the benefits of having these three stones here. And then white plays here, forces black to live. And then white plays this sequence, which I thought was really cool, where white just goes here, 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 double hane. This is a really cool attack, I think. And I've met a lot of strong female players over the course of my career, and one commonality among almost all of the women I've met in Go is that they all attack very unyieldingly, very severely. A lot of them are aggressive type players. And I feel like this sequence kind of reminds me a lot of about a lot of the women I've met in Go and some of my friends that I've met in the community, because it looks so cool. You're this diagonal Hane double Hane on this group, saying that like I don't care about this group because you have to worry about yourself first. I thought it was really cool. So black Ataris and then protects. White white jumps and then black has to defend, and white makes life in the corner in a way to remove black's descent forcing moves that would require responses from the corner, and now black is under a lot of pressure here. So now black plays this attack. Oh, sorry, the pulls out here and then forces this defensive move to save these two stones, and then plays here. And now there's this sequence where black starts a ko. And I feel like white is looking awesome. Black plays this ko threat, and then white plays this ko threat, and then black plays this one. And yeah, this doesn't make a lot of sense to me. I feel like these stones are the least important stones on the board, and this is technically an internal threat because black can live here, but like the stakes of the ko is like if white plays here, then this group is really strong. If black gets to capture this stone, these stones are really weak. So it feels like and black is working well with this stone if that happens because it's in a very annoying spot. I feel like I don't know. If black gets this move, it feels like later on black will get to destroy a lot of this potential. And if white gets this move, I feel like white is going to keep a lot of this potential, and that feels like it can't be worth more than these two stones can't be worth more than that. There's no way in my mind. Um, what is this? Like 10 it's like 10 points, right? There's no way. So I thought that black would play something like this. And at least use this co-threat, because if you take this co-threat, then you're still threatening this group, and you can threaten this group for co-threats. But if you capture this group, I feel like it is much better than capturing this group. So this happens, and white just says, yeah, I'm gonna take it." Black plays here. It's a peep, and again, I don't understand why black didn't do that to begin with, and then plays here. This just feels like white gained a lot. So white plays here, then black plays this Kosumi. And yeah, like black has a way in to this area. White does this, which is really smart. You can't do this because there's no way you can survive. Um, so then black defends like this, and instead of blocking this, white plays here, which I thought was also really cool because you can do something like this, and then here connect this, and now you have this whole area very solidly, and that's more than the 10-13 points you've given up. I think this is a cool plan, playing this move. And so black plays here, and then white lives. Now white, I feel like, is definitely alive here. And black plays here. So white has to connect. Now black will Hane here. And now white can defend the lower side. But white comes up with a really cool move. Because this area is very large, right? So if we can break in here, we would really love to. And white plays here. This is... I think this is really cool. The idea is that if you try to do something like this, you have to deal with this stuff, right? Let's say you cut. Then there's this stuff. And you're threatening to push, cut, and then cut this off. So if black fixes, now you have to deal with this kind of idea. And you're basically just shoving your way into this area. It doesn't feel like uh, black can keep everything. This is I may not have read this completely accurately. In fact, I think this might be the wrong move. But there's so much Aji here that it's really annoying for black to resist very strongly, right? Like there's this stuff too. It's quite annoying. Um, like like if you do this kind of stuff and then like I don't know. It just feels like you can't really uh keep everything together. Maybe there's problems over here. Um, but it seems like both players agree that this kind of thing, you can't like resist strongly like this. Um, yeah. So black plays this Hane, and then white defends. Black pushes so that this cutting point is saved. Um, then here, because now if you cut here, then sorry, here, and then there's a net, right? And that works because this stone is here. Otherwise, it's a little bit more difficult. There's some weird Aji otherwise. Okay, so then black can connect here to fix. White will do this Hane, and then black jumps in. White defends both of her cutting points, and now black plays here. And this whole sequence, basically, black can't stop white from getting in here. So white plays this forcing move and then connects, and now um, black cuts off these two stones, but white can connect them back. And here this is just so much. It's so hard to deal with this. Black tries to make Ko on the upper side. Um, White always takes once, because you always take once if you have this Ko, and then you can just connect. And then black extends here, and now white just makes this I, and this is game over. This is basically a declaration of victory. There's nothing left here. White did this because what black can potentially ruin this eye, but now there's a definite eye here. Yeah, so white feels like had a very easy game out of the opening here, converted very nicely. I feel like I don't understand the topside invasion from black. Doesn't really make sense to me. I really liked the double Hane here to fight. I like how the fight turned out for white. It seemed like it worked out to her benefit, and I really liked the placement move to reduce, like reducing here at 014. I thought was very cool. This is not a move that I think a lot of amateurs would play. I think it is really cool. But yeah, so let's try to replay the game as much as we can. Let's open up a new window, and we'll try to do this from scratch. So here, and then this. We block this way, and then here, and now we attach under, get the extension, then play here, and then this. So now 3 extensions so that you can't get descented on, like Q18 you don't care about. So then you approach here, attach here, diagonal, attach here. Now white exchanges like this, and then does the push, and we push 3 times, and then jump. Now black plays here, white plays here, and then black says, okay, no, you're right, this is the biggest area. But I don't know if that's the case. White pushes twice and then gets this move. Feels like white got everything here. Then this. Now black invades here, which it feels so strange. Here, and then you make this exchange. Getting these is rough, but I think if white gets to descend at k18, it's also super painful. So it makes sense that this is kind of a necessary exchange. Then this. Now we push and cut. Oh, sorry. We push and cut, and then extend. Uh, yeah. So now white plays here, um, and black plays here. White tries to make some base, so that threatens to make a base while threatening the top group. Black connects, white bumps here so that can maintain this connection. Um, and you don't want to do this stand-up move from black, because then here comes with aiming at the f18 weak point of this group. So you don't want to play e14 in general here, because it's probably going to lead to white making bamboo in sente and then jumping out. Black plays here, which is kind of the plan. You want to threaten this white group, make it make life, and then you can make something here. I think that's the idea. Then this, and then here, and now this really cool sequence. Bam. And now I think that white takes control of this game. It feels very difficult for black from my end. Um, so black Ataris and then plays the tiger's mouth. White jumps, and then black protects has to protect, and protects like this. Now white plays here, here, here. Uh, Black plays this move, and then forces white to come back like this, and then attaches. Then here, 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 here. Now we have a ko. Black's first co-threat makes sense, this one, and then takes back. White plays this co-threat, and then takes back. And then black plays this co-threat, which I don't like. And then white just takes it. And then black, instead of taking the ko, plays this exchange, which I feel like could have been a very strong co-threat, and then this. Now, white plays here to threaten this group, or threatens this group, strengthens the eye, and then threatens to make another eye on the top side. So white feels like white is definitely alive on the top side and has gotten pretty much everything that she wants, in my opinion. So now this Kosumi, and then this nice move here, then here, and then we push. Instead of playing here first, we exchange these two and then push. Now you connect. And now black plays this turn, and white, instead of defending this side of the board, decides to play this reducing move, which is really cool. Now we have this, and then this Kosumi, push, and here, and then connect, and then connect. Now white plays this move, black jumps down, white defends here, and then black plays this. White plays here, and then this, and then here, and then this, and then plays on this side. Black connects back, white plays a forcing move, and then plays this connection. Now black tries to get something by cutting these stones off, but cannot cut them off. And now black plays here, 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 plays this co-threat. You always take ones, and then you can just come back and fix. And black plays here, and white plays here. And that is 152 moves. That's the entirety of the SGF file we were given. So yeah, interesting game. A lot easier to memorize than the last one, so I'm glad they gave us a little bit of a reprieve. I think that there is already a review for this that is 10 minutes long, and is by Cho Yonu, and I look forward to checking that and doing the homework with you very soon. Okay. Thanks for watching and listening.